Well, from the onset, we broke our own rules. We tested an all-new car to us on brand new race tires. Oh, at a track we hadn't driven that in years. Oh, and sharing it with a lot of competitors. Normally, you would want to go to a track where you're the only car. It just makes the job a lot easier, and you're not putting anybody else at risk should things get out of control. One of the things we don't put an emphasis on the very beginning, and that, of course, is lap time. You know, every racer gets in the car and feels they got to absolutely haul ass right out of the box. That's foolish. So I used a 5,000 RPM red line on a 351 motor Ford engine. And I didn't know how stiff the shifter was going to be until I went to actually shift the car. Instruments were generally clear to one side. The tachometer was not particularly clear, but I could see the 4,000 to 5,000 marks, and that's where I stayed, because it isn't about engine speed, it's about what will the chassis do. Headed out now, and already your brain's engaging things, all right? Gear change is a little hard. I'm not going to rush those. Steering weight was fine, had no problem with that. Car was a little bump steering, meaning every time it hit kind of a patch or even the shark's teeth on the inside, it wanted to take a different direction. You'll see the steering inputs. Once the tires started to get some temp in them and the mold release oil was off of them, I could start kind of going to work. Again, trying to be careful, trying to be smart, and try to evaluate what the car wants while protecting these brand new tires, which do have about a 7-lap break-in procedure. So trying to be careful of that. And again, you see that the shifter is slow. Not that I'm a drag race type shifting guy, it's not important to me. I'd rather be in gear slowly than in neutral in a mid-curve. You see the small steering inputs as I'm finding out what the car wants to do. All the time making note, does it want to push or understeer, as we refer to it, going into a corner, during the corner? How soon can I pick up the throttle? You see these little small adjustments are either me reacting to the pavement and or the way the car handles. To go really quick, however, personal taste would now start to make adjustments to what I wanted the car to do. That's a little more understeer than I care for. That is a hairpin corner. I know by the steering input. And again, I'm being careful with it, and I got traffic I got to deal with too. But I'm asking myself, what would I change? What would I add? What do I need more of? And I agree with Robinson. I think Tracy's nailed it. I think we need more caster in this car to clean up his propensity to want to go straight. He went with a conservative but appropriate alignment, but I think I would add a little more toe in at the rear just to calm the car down until I'm prepared to really go quick with it. Once we knew exactly what we had, we went back to the pits to make notes, to go over what we wanted to learn, what we needed to make adjustments on, and get a consensus. Tracy Robinson's a race driver as well. He knows what he wants in the car. Again, I love this track. Halleck is a fun track, but it's got a lot of blind stuff. So until you get familiar with it again, it had been years since I've been on it, it's a little intimidating initially, but then it really becomes familiar, and you know over this blind brow, there is another corner. You can see the small inputs. That's again the bump steer. Again, being very conservative, between 4,000 and 5,000 RPM, which this motor's capable of far more than that. But I just don't believe that we need to break an engine while trying to figure out what the chassis does. Here's the front straight, went to $5 grand. Ford GT went by me going pretty wicked quick. Turn 1 is a high commitment corner. I would normally go in faster until I was comfortable with where the tires are at, and until I know perfectly what that chassis is going to do. I did not want to commit that car. I got to give Factory 5 a lot of credit. Right out of the box, this car is pretty darn good. And I know that Tracy Robinson, working with myself and of course Skeeter McKittrick, the three of us will get this thing very, very dialed in. It's going to be a fun car to drive once we get it exactly where we want it. This is me putting it away. We'll then retreat to the motorhome, compare our notes. This was after 7 laps. All the temps were good, all the pressures were good, everything came in healthy. Now we just got to get it back to the pit area, let it cool down. Well, Tracy and myself go over the list of what we think, and Greg Reynolds, another driver who was there working with us. And just kind of go over what the car needs and what we want to do, and things that I would change.